Hello MBA aspirants, welcome to MBA 360. I am your mentor Ravi. At the very beginning, I want you to subscribe to MBA 360. This is going to be one-stop destination for all MBA aspirants because we are going to cover everything around MBA colleges, the placements of different colleges, top 20 best colleges in terms of non-IIMs and IIMs, and also in terms of what colleges you should target if you have different percentile, like 60-70 percentile students also should target at which colleges, the best colleges as per their percentile. That is what we are all going to cover. So before I start about MDI Gurgaon, I would want you all to subscribe to MBA 360. Today we'll be talking about MDI Gurgaon, the selection process, eligibility criteria, weightage given to different factors for the final selection, and placements and fees. So MDI Gurgaon is established in 1972, so it's more than 50 years institute. It's a standalone institute, meaning it is only giving a management course as a main program. Its campus size is 35 acres in Gurgaon on the main national Jaipur highway. Management ranking is 9, so it's among the top 10 institutes as per the Government of India data's NIRF ranking. The total students is 1137. In that, the female ratio is 34%. So 35:65 is the female to male ratio. The faculty is 89. So then you see that it is around 1:11 faculty to student ratio. The another factor is the outside state student is 80%, which should be for a good institute that you get a variety of students in the campus and you get a demographic variety in the college. Now coming about placements, this is the NIRF data submitted to Government of India under affidavit. So we are taking last 3 years data submitted for the placements. So 21-22, 22-23 and the 23-24. There is a lag in the data submitted to NIRF. 23-25 data is not submitted, which we'll be talking in the next slide when we talk about the domain-wise placement. When we look at the 3 years performance, the placements has almost been 100%. It has dropped slightly to 98.38% in 22-23. The admitted students has been on an increase, so it has increased from 398 to 474 and then 474 to 557. There has been introduction of a new business analytics program. Probably that is the reason for the increase, or there could have been increase in their earlier programs also. The graduated students has been almost the same, 470 and 556, which leads to 97.9 and 98% placements. Let's look at the median salaries. Median salaries was 24 in 21-22. It increased to 26.13 and it has remained same in 26.13 in 22-23. But if you actually go to their placement report on their website, this data is not 26.13. This is actually 24.2 lakhs. So maybe for NIRF, they have tried to keep the median salary same as previous years to maintain the data, but this is not what we expect from top institutes to do that. And actually this data in 23-25 has increased, but then maybe they wanted a better ranking and that's why they have kept different data, whereas in their placements report it is 24.2 lakh. Now let's talk about 23-25, which is the recent placements. For the 23-25, the median salary has increased to 25, but it has not reached the 26.13, which was in 22-23. The highest salary is 53.6, which is slightly lower than the top institutes of Ahmedabad, Bangalore and Calcutta. And then the average salary for the top 10% is 40 lakhs, the top 25% is 35.2 lakh and top 50 is 31 lakhs. So you see that there is an even spread. This is almost in the leagues of the top 10 colleges where you would see that more than half of the batch is earning more than 30 lakhs per annum. Please also note that this data is for the main program, which is PGP, and there is the International Business Program. The data is slightly lower for the HRM program and other courses. Let's talk about the selection process. The CAT, they take 3 exams, CAT, XAT and GMAT. The weightage for that is 35%. Then group discussion and written analysis both are there, which has 10 and 5%. They give a weightage of 10% for work experience. So this college would, if you have a slight work experience, you would be at an advantage compared to the freshers. And then 20% weightage is given to the personal interview. There are other factors which adds up to 20%, which includes 10th and 12th marks or graduation marks. There is a gender diversity and also regional diversity marks, which adds up to the balance 20%. More importantly, let's look at the companies which come for the placements. And here I would also want to tell you that 30% is the students which are getting placed in consulting. The top colleges normally would have higher percentages going to consulting. In the IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore and Calcutta, this goes up to 40%. and even at 30% it's a very good thing, and that's why it has got the high ranking and it remains in the top 10 institute among as per the NIF ranking. In the consulting, you have the best consulting companies like McKinsey, BCG coming over, and then the big four Deloitte, EY, PwC and Accenture. And then there are also conglomerates like Reliance Industry, Aditya Birla and Godrej who are taking for consulting role. You also have Amazon here. In the banking and finance sector, you have Goldman Sachs, you have JP Morgan, D. Shaw Nomura, HSBC, and then banks like IDFC, Standard Chartered and even American Express and Barclays. 25% of the students are going to BFSI. Then conglomerates are taking 17%, in which you have Aditya Birla Group, Godrej, Reliance, Tata, RPG Group, ITC Limited, Mahindra Group, GMR and Hinduja Group and even Jindal Steel. Coming down to FMCG and e-commerce, 7% students are in FMCG. You have Pepsi, ITC, Marico, Godrej, L'Oreal, FedEx, Philip Morris, Reckitt, Perfetti, Van Mille coming over here. And then in e-commerce, Amazon, Make My Trip, Policy Bazaar, PhonePe, Nykaa, Delivery, Meesho and Zomato. The rest of the companies has been categorized as others, in which you have companies like American Express, you have Cognizant, you have Goldman Sachs, Blinkit and Accenture and HCL Tech giving you the roles. We also analyze the LinkedIn data for you to see that where their alumni are currently based. There are a total of 80% of alumni which are based in India. So that means 20% of the alumni are working outside India, wherein you have United States 4%, United Kingdom 1%, and then accordingly Canada, Germany and Dubai. Over in India, large percentage, more than 50%, 56% students are in Delhi NCR region. Then you have Maharashtra and Karnataka 12 and almost 10%, which could be largely Mumbai and Bangalore. Coming to fees, the total fees is 26.55 lakh. The year-wise fees split is this. The first year you do pay fees like alumni fee, security deposit and other fees, whereas the fees then remains largely same for both the years. Talking about the programs which are offered, PGDM is the main program and then they have international business as the second program. PGDM-HRM is also popular at MDI. This is among the few institutes like XLRI and others who have specialized HRM programs. And then people who are seeking HR roles should consider MDI Gurgaon. Application deadline has moved out. These are the fees. They also have a campus in Murshidabad, which is the second campus. You could apply to both the colleges together in case if you have done. Let's talk about the eligibility criteria. For the international business program, you should have 4-year degree. 3 years degrees are not eligible and you should have 50% mark and 1 year work experience. We had also seen in the weightages that they give 10% weightage to the work experience people, so you are preferred. I think SP Jain is another college which prefers work experience people. So accordingly, if you have work experience, this should be your among the choice list colleges. 10th and 12th should be minimum 50%. A normal requirement that you should have a 3 years bachelor's degree with 50% marks for eligibility, and you should have completed degree by 30th June, although you can submit the proofs by 30th October. And then I would request you all to subscribe to MBA 360. We will be doing a lot of programs about placements of different top colleges, at what percentile you get what colleges. And in case you want us to cover something, please also mention it in our comments on the video so that we will take it up in the subsequent videos. Thank you.